This is the Geekery Update with Alan and Brian. I'm Alan.
And I am Brian.
You were telling me about this other scoop that we have.
Yes.
What is it?
Let me share it for everyone. Screen share. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's take a look at this. So, Ewan McGregor reveals that he had an in-costume camera test for Obi-Wan Kenobi on the set of The Mandalorian. He also confirms he will be wearing his iconic beige clothes from the prequel trilogy.
Beige.
Why beige? Why would they can do an in-costume test without it being attached to a show or a movie? They can. It's totally possible. They do it all the time. Why would they do it on the set of The Mandalorian?
Well, okay. So obviously we're hoping that Obi-Wan would be on The Mandalorian, but on the set, did you ever watch that behind the scenes Mandalorian that they had on Disney Plus? I can't remember what it's called, like Disney Gallery.
No, I did not. I heard it was really good though for being like a behind the scenes one.
Yes. Well, they talked about Jon Favreau. They'd used this new technology that he kind of started with Jungle Book and Lion King, and he was using some a little bit of updated technology with Iron Man,
right?
But they came up with this new technology. They used video game engines, and they put screens all around the room, and they could create a whole environment in this room. And it's this really new way of filming that they could do this in a COVID world.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what it's called, but they're starting to use this in other things. Like they're saying Marvel could be using this. They're definitely using this in other of their Star Wars projects. But so when they say on the set of Mandalorian, they could just be saying they're using that room.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. That makes sense.
Yeah. Now, obviously, this is going to raise some excitement that Ewan McGregor would be Obi-Wan in The Mandalorian. But The Mandalorian takes place after Return of the Jedi. Obi-Wan died in A New Hope.
Yes,
now, he was a Force ghost, yes. But we ended The Mandalorian Season 1. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, but shame on you if you haven't.
Yeah, it's only a 7-time Emmy Award winner.
Yeah. You can stop sharing that now if you want. But at the end of Season 1, I can't remember which Mandalorian, that Mando. I can't remember Mando's actual name. Like he had an actual name, but I'm just gonna call him Mando. Right. There was the female Mandalorian he went to. She was kind of like a leader of the group. I can't remember if that was the same one that made his weapons, but she had told him about how he needed to take the child, aka Baby Yoda,
right,
to this ancient religion of people that the Mandos were actually in war with, aka the Jedi.
Right.
So we kind of have an idea of Season 2. That's what that's going to be about. Mando's taking Baby Yoda, the child, to the Jedi. Mm-hmm. This is probably where we'll see Ahsoka, but again, Ahsoka's not a Jedi anymore. If you watch the last couple seasons of Clone Wars, she's not a Jedi.
The last 3 or 4 episodes of Clone Wars were some of the best that I've ever seen.
Oh my God, yes! And when they put that in the Return of the Sith supercut, that was just epic. But anyways, we know Ahsoka's going to be in this. Rosario Dawson's playing her. But let's back away from that for a second. So the plot is that Mando is going to take the child to the Jedi. Mm-hmm. Now, we were discussing this earlier. My theory would be that we're learning about the Jedi. Maybe we're talking to some Jedi, and we have some flashback scenes of one of their greatest warriors being Obi-Wan. And that's where we'll get Ewan McGregor. He's going to shoot scenes for those flashback scenes and kind of set you up for that show, the Obi-Wan show that Disney Plus is planning.
Which, from my understanding, I think it starts filming in March or April.
Okay.
So it's the nice thing about a lot of people, so production on film and production on TV series or Disney Plus series are completely different. It takes almost 9 to 10 months to post-produce a film.
Okay.
When it comes to series, from what I understand, because of how they block it in the segments, they only really need 5 or 6 months to post-produce it. So they could start filming, say, Mandalorian season 3, like it's already been
they're already talking about.
Filming in either late November, early December of this year, 2020. 2020 is not all bad. That once that starts filming, in theory, they could release it in June or July if they wanted. But I think because last year it was Disney Plus November 13th or 12th that they released Mandalorian with Disney Plus.
Okay, it was the launch date.
I think it's just going to be an annual end of October, early November show. I think we're going to get it until they're done. But it really doesn't take as long to post-produce a show. So with the Obi-Wan filming in March or April next year, we could potentially see that early 2022. I mean, it's not that far off. You know?